Hey dude, how's the car? Jim, am I on the right place this time? It's not my profile, it's on the shooter cans, yeah? I felt really stupid yesterday when I posted to my profile. Hey Max. Couple more minutes. Yeah, Kieran. Good to see you, buddy. How's the family? I'm going to be leaving the lights off. If it gets too dark, speak up in the comments and I'll put the lights on, but I don't think we're going to need it. Yeah, they grow up too fast, don't they, man? I'm sure you'll find something good for them. Hey, Alex! Charlie Bert! Sensei Joe? All right, guys, if you've already signed in, just sign in again so that Sensei Joe can definitely see that you're watching. So if you've done it already, do it again. Okay, so as the title of the video suggests, this is going to be an overview of Module 1. It's a new month, which means it's a new module for the Dragons and Juniors. Therefore, the grading content has now changed. That said, if you're still working on last month's content and you want to grade on that, that's fine. We're being a little bit looser with this sort of stuff, okay? But if you want to move on, then we're looking at Module 1, okay? Typically, with all the modules, there's 3 topics. This one's the same. So in Module 1, we have a technique called forwards ikajo, kata ayamuchi ikajo osaichi, forwards ikajo. We've got mounted ground defense, and we have the wrist escape drill. So 3 elements, 1 technique, and 2 bits of self-defense. Okay, so that's Module 1. We're going to try and cover all 3 topics in a decent amount of detail today. So I'll be trying to explain as well as demo and practice. Obviously, make sure you're joining in for everything that you can, and if I'm just talking at you, then make sure you're paying attention and listen. Okay, so we'll start with a quick little warm-up, and then we'll get started. So find a space, little bounces. And stars. And get the shoulders going. And twisting. Crunch. Stretch. Two hands. And the other way. Circle the hips. Hey, Aria! Chins up and down. Looking side to side. And ears to shoulders. Okay, that'll do. All right, so just to repeat myself, we'll be looking at the 3 different topics that make up Module 1 for the Dragon and Junior grading syllabus this month. I'm going to try to explain as much as I can, but there is obviously going to be an element of practice, so make sure you're copying. Do join in, okay? Please join in. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Dragon technique of forwards ikajo. In the Japanese name, this would be Katate Ayamuchi Ikajo Osaichi. Which technically doesn't exist in the adult curriculum, but the principles are all the same, okay? I haven't gone uke to you, so you have to use your imaginations. So we're going to start by, I'll show you what shite will do, and then we'll break it down and we'll copy the concepts, okay? So, shite will be starting in right kamae. I know this might be reversed on your screen at home. And we offer our right hand like so, as if we're looking at our watch, even though it's on the wrong wrists. From here, we would circle the arm around, I'll explain that more. Shuffle forwards once, step forwards once, step forwards twice, and take a knee. Okay, so that's the gross movement for this technique. Okay, again. Right foot forwards, right hand forwards. Circle the hand up, and grab an imaginary arm. Shuffle forwards. Cross step forwards again, and kneel. Okay? So that's your skeleton-based template for this technique. So now we're just going to have a look at that footwork. Ignore the hands now. Just copy me with the feet. Okay? So right foot forwards. Shuffle. Cross step and kneel. And back. Shuffle. Cross step and kneel. From the side, starting in kamae, shuffle, cross step and kneel. If you're practicing at home, make sure you're practicing at home. When you take a knee for this technique, try to keep your back straight, okay? It's really, really easy and tempting to kind of to flop down and lose your kamae. Keep that back straight. Let's change the angle a little bit. There we go. So a few more times, just with the feet. Shuffle out. Cross step 1, cross step 2, and take a knee. Okay? So that's your template for the footwork. Hi lads! Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the handwork. I'm just going to change where the camera's positioned for this one, because it makes it a bit easier for me, and for you, I think. Okay, so this technique starts by offering the hand this way, like so, instead of here. So the person doing the technique holds their right arm out like this, and then their partner would grab it with their right hand. So rather than going right hand to left hand or vice versa, this goes right to right, so we're going to cross the middle, okay? And the way I move my arm is to go from here to here. So I go from horizontal to vertical, and I'm turning my palm in. Now what this does, which you can't see because I haven't got an uke to use, is it will take my arm, imagine I'm gripping your wrist now, as you turn the hand in the way I've shown you, it causes my arm to do this. Raises my elbow, raises my shoulder, which we know is bad posture, which makes me weak, which makes me throwable, okay? So nice and slow, hold your arm out, and then turn it so that you're looking at your palm like this. Now, making this younger kid friendly, it's really easy. We play a game with this on the kids. We tell them there's something in their hand, usually some kind of food, and then they have to eat it. And it gets the hand in the right place. You know, that could be sweets, an apple, whatever you want, okay? But from here, the important thing is to go from horizontal to vertical, and it still stays in front of me, okay? So nice and slow, arm here, and turn it. Here, and turn it like this. Palm facing you, that's really important. Palm down, palm facing. Palm down, palm facing, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, and if this syncs up, this is going to work really well. I'm going to grab, and I'm going to start to move my arm in the reaction shape. You are going to do this movement in time with me. So we're going to try and connect with each other through the camera, okay? So I'm going to grab, and then as I'm going to start to move my arm, you're going to copy me. And this is what it does to me if we were grabbing hold for real. So I'm going to grab, and as my arm rotates, you're going to be turning your hand palm up, okay? So that's what you do with the hands at the beginning. Hey Jen, hey Tom! Now the tricky thing is to combine all that for the right timings. It's something that the little dragons especially kind of struggle with. They try and do everything at once, and that's not correct. From here, before I can really move, because I've got to break my uke's balance, we do this first. So look at your hand. Grab their arm, shuffle forward, and then the hands go down. That's the opening sequence. We're going to do that. Look at your hand, grab the arm, shuffle, and down. Say the words with me as we do it. This is going to be a repeating theme. Talking helps you get the information in there by putting words around the idea. It makes it more permanent. So have them repeat what you say. So here, look at your hand. Say it. Look at your hand. Grab their arm. Say it. Grab their arm. Shuffle forwards and down. Okay, one more time. Look at your hand. Grab the arm. Shuffle and down. Then cross step, and kneel. So that's the format for Steh's part of this technique. Now we're going to have a look at ukes a bit more. So parents, this one's more for you. If you're the one getting thrown around, then you're going to need to know how to do this safely. So copy along with me. Right foot forwards. We're grabbing with our right hand. As they turn their hand, our elbow comes up. As they slide forwards, we twist around and drop down. Our arm is now out to the side. You should recognize this by now if you've been watching any of the lives. From here, we're going to go forwards and lie down, and I think I'm out of shot. Here, okay? So again, grab the arm, go up, go down, forwards and down to the mat. And then you need to combine those two things and you've got a working technique. Okay? So we're going to practice this a few times with each other. I will alternate showing how to be Steh and how to be uke, but at home, I want you to be either working in pairs if possible during this technique, or if you haven't got a pair, haven't got a space, then just copy whatever I'm doing at that moment. Okay? So get ready. I'm going to be Steh first. So I've been grabbed. Grab your partner. Look at your hand. Grab their arm. Down. Forwards, forwards, and knee. Now I'm going to be uke. Grab them. Up, down. Forwards and down to the mat. Now I'm going to be Steh again. Get grabbed. Look at your hand. Grab their arm. Down to the floor. So that is forwards y cardio. Say it. Forwards y cardio. I can't hear you, so I'm going to have to trust that you did. Okay. Next thing we're going to look at is mount defense. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this one because part of what I want to do with this is a bit of a workout. So sorry, I lied to you. Particularly when we're looking at the younger kids doing this technique, they don't have the core strength to move somebody who is heavier than they are. And if you are being bullied, let's use the kids' term, if you're being bullied, odds on the bully is going to be somebody bigger than your child. And if your child hasn't got the core strength to do this movement on somebody bigger than them, the knowledge is useless. So that you can know what to do, but if you cannot execute it, it's pointless. Okay? So I'll show you what to do, and then we'll do the workout. Okay? So this is called ground defense because we're on the ground. The aggressor has mounted, so they are straddling your stomach, and their hands will usually be either on or striking. Okay? We'll look at the first one because it's safer. So I would be here, my partner would be on my tummy, and the hands would be on my chest or throat. My movements look something like this. And that's what we're going to practice first before we look at the workout. Okay? Earlier, I said get your child, or if you're practicing for you, to use your words as you're training because that helps cement the knowledge in here. Parents, you will have done this without thinking about it. If you ever are telling your child to do a complicated task, you will have asked them, what did I just tell you? And you get them to repeat the instructions back. The reason we do that is because it makes them think about it. And it means they're more likely to do it correctly. It's a good teaching tool. So repeat words either in your head or verbally as you train. So these are the words that we're going to do. Trap the arm. Trap the foot. Bridge the hips. Roll. Okay? If you want to be a little less technical, trap the arm, trap the foot, bum up, roll. Depends on how old the child is. Okay? So say it with me. We're on the floor. Their hands are on our neck. What was the first one? Trap the arm. So we reach up and we pull their arm in. Next one is trap the foot. So whichever arm you picked, that same side hooks in. You're trapping their leg. Next one, bum up. Push as high as you can. The bigger bridge you get, the more displacement and the more balance you've broken from the person attacking. So push high and then roll to the side that you picked at the beginning. Okay, so say it with me again. Trap the arm. Trap the foot. Bum up and roll. One more. Again, say it out loud. Trap the arm. Trap the foot. Bum up and roll. So that's the format for ground defense. The problem that we have with this, I've already mentioned it's a strength issue. A lot of the younger kids cannot do this when somebody is sitting on them. If I'm honest, some of them struggle doing that with no resistance whatsoever. And they're kids, of course, some of them are going to find it difficult. You need to have a degree of physical strength to be able to do these movements. The technique makes everything much more efficient, but if you're not strong enough to lift yourself up without any resistance, you're definitely not strong enough to do this with somebody sitting on you, so you've got to work on that. We've all got to work on that. So what we've got is a quick, the internet said this would take 9 minutes to do this workout. Let's see how it goes, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different exercises, but we're going to get harder and harder as we go, okay? So round 1 is 10 hip raises, lunges, and squats. That's round 1, okay? So you're going to copy me. 10 hip raises, lunges, and squats. So get in position, get ready. Okay, to my count. H, raise and down. Ni, raise and down. San, raise and down. Shi, keep going. Go! It's kind of obvious to see how this movement, Roku, relates to the technique you've been doing. Shichi, lift up and down. Hachi, up. Q, Ju. Then lunges. H, Ni, San, copy along. Shi, don't just laugh at me. Go! Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Q, Ju. And then squats. H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Q, Ju. Good, that was round one. Hey Shemek, good to see you. Round two is all of that, plus donkey kicks and adductor knee raises. So a donkey kick is here, back leg, lift out and back, and the knee raise, same position, but you lift your legs sideways as high as you can. Okay, so that's the two new exercises. Okay, so get ready, back to hip raises. We're going to do 10 of these. Go. H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, lift high, Q, Ju, lunges, H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Q, Ju, squats, H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Q, Ju. Donkey kicks. H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, stretch the leg out, Shichi, Hachi, so not this, out, Q, Ju, and knee raises, H, up and down, knee, up and down, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Q, Ju. That's round two. All right, Derek. Round three is all of that, plus 25 star jumps, and that's it, okay? So get ready. Back to the hip raises, back to the funny one. Ready, go. H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Q, Ju, lunges. H, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, jumps. Last one, 25 of them. Go. Edge, ni, san, shi, go, roku, chichi, hachi, kyu, ju, juichi, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroku, jushichi, juhachi, jukyu, niju, nijuich, nijuni, nijusan, nijuyon, nijugo. Okay, so just to repeat my point, that was a glutes and core little exercise sequence because that is the kind of stuff that you need to do if you struggle to do that piece of self-defense. Technically, that defense is really easy, but if you cannot lift high enough or fast enough to dislodge the attacker, the knowledge is pointless. So make sure you've got the physicality and the knowledge going as well. Plus, for young kids, core stability is really important anyway. So anything like that with them, that's really helpful. Okay, we've got 6 minutes left. That should be enough time. We're going to have a look at the wrist escape drill. Just going to move this back up again. La, la, la. Okay, there we go. Okay, Sensei Bob, you're in. Okay. So the wrist escape drill. There are two versions of this that you might have seen us do. The first version is probably the one that we teach on the adults. That is a single-handed hand to wrist grab. We strike in a circular motion and put pressure on the elbow. That works really well, but it's too complicated for younger kids. Hey, Sensei! It's too complicated for younger kids. So for the little dragons and juniors, we have a much, much simpler version. It's beautifully elegant how easy this technique is. Okay? It works on the principle of circles and applying lots of pressure against one weak point, namely their thumb. So the attack is a double-handed grab to one wrist, one arm. Doesn't really make a difference which one. Okay? So we're looking at two hands v1. The response is to move the grabbed arm in a circular motion, and that shears away out of the attacker's grip. Okay, so all we're going to practice for now is this. Raise one arm, turn it into a fist. This is the arm that's been grabbed. The defender, stay, with their free hand, the one that can do whatever it wants, it comes down and grabs its own fist, and it's going to pull this back to the shoulder, and it's going to push the elbow forwards at the same time. You need that sort of pivoting axial motion there. So it's not a bicep curl, because we all know I haven't got a decent bicep. So here, grab and circle. Other hand, turn to a fist, grab from the top and circle. Here, grab and circle. Here, grab and circle. I want you to try that now with a partner. If you've got somebody available, I want you to try this with them grabbing your wrist, because I want you to see how easy it really is, okay? So the attacker is going to grab your hand, your wrist, with two of their hands. The defender, hi Bob, the hand that's been grabbed, turn it into a fist. The other arm grabs that fist, and you bring this back to your shoulder and push the elbow forwards, and you should find that your wrist just pops out. Now you might get a bit of a friction burn. Deal with it, okay? You're going to be all right. Here and circle. Have a few goes at that. So the attack is two hands on one wrist. The defense is to turn the grabbed hand into a fist. You grab it and pull it back to your shoulder in a circular motion. Okay, let's troubleshoot some problems that you might be having. It's really funny when you see this happen, except it's not funny, it's horrific. And that's when somebody is meeting resistance, and they're trying harder and harder and harder, and then suddenly they get it right, and all that force explodes, and they kind of punch themselves in the face. Funny, not funny, it's up to you. It depends on your sense of humor. It's funny. Don't pull it towards your face. Pull to the shoulder. That's why I said the shoulder, because then you can't accidentally knock yourself out. Okay, so here to the shoulder. Notice how I'm also turning my body with it. This gives it more power. If I'm looking at somebody bigger than me, I need to get everything going to break away. Okay, so a few more attempts. Grab their wrist and break away. All right, I'm going to go ahead and assume that everybody's had some success with that now. So now we're going to play a little game with this. I haven't got much time to do it properly, so I'm just going to tell you how to play, and then I'll let you get on with it in your own time. Once you've broken the grip, nothing's over. He grabs me, I break away, ha! Oh, I'm still here. The situation hasn't ended, okay? So you need to give this person something to think about whilst you scarper, okay? So level 1 of the game is just to break away and run. So you can play it nice and easy as long as you've got a safe space to do so. From here, I can go break, and then I'm going to peg it, and if I get to the wall before my partner re-grabs, then I'm away free. If they can grab me again before I get away, I've got to get faster, and that's where level 2 comes in. So level 2 will be to break away, shove, and then retreat. More advanced students may want to turn that shove into an iramuski, the fish face technique, or even some kind of distracting kick. But it's all about giving you running time. That's the only thing that you need to add at that stage. You've escaped, distract, get out. Okay? So those are the 3 things for the Dragons and Juniors this month. Forwards, Ikajo, mount defense, and the dragon style wrist escape. Get practicing. If you've got questions about this new material, obviously get in touch. This video will remain on Facebook on the online dojo. You can refer back to it again and again and again. But if you've got any questions or grey areas, speak up and we'll help you out. All right, thank you very much. Os.